Hey, it's Michael from Hallowed Thrills, back with another video, and today on this week's episode of Horrifying History, we'll be taking a look at the mastermind behind every frightened scream of Halloween Horror Nights. Yes, that is right, fear is going to be the focal point of this week's episode. But before we get into his backstory, please make sure you are subscribed and have those bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also make sure that you're following me on both Instagram and Twitter. The links are down in the description below. Now without further delay, let's get into the backstory of Fear. Adaru, or better known as Fear, is the end-all be-all villain of all Halloween Horror Nights lore and canon. Introduced in 2010, for the 20th anniversary of the event, it was revealed that he was the mastermind behind all of the fears in the last 19 years. The main connection between Fear and every other character in Halloween Horror Nights lore was his lantern. An old oil lantern for the past 19 years had been safely stored in Universal's art and design warehouse, which lay dormant until around 9 p.m. on August 24, 2010, when strange noises and events started happening, including a massive blackout in the warehouse, in which, in the confusion, allowed the legendary Truth to swipe the lantern to do further testing on it. But following many failed attempts to gain any information on the lantern, the file was mysteriously closed, and the lantern disappeared, only to reappear on October 2nd during the event, being held by Fear himself. Following his release from the lantern, Fear would be seen manifesting himself in many various forms of electronic media in the months leading up to the event. In many various videos where he revealed icons of the past years that were actually his minions to allow him to cross over into the real world. And these icons would be known as Fear's 5 heralds, each attributing to different branches of Fear. Jack is chaos. The caretaker was death. The storyteller was legend. The director was sacrifice, and the usher was vengeance. On September 24th, for the 20th anniversary, people finally came face to face with Fear. A large stilt-walking character with markings all over his body and massive bat-like wings. He terrorized people's dreams and nightmares for the entirety of the event, until he was inevitably forced back into the lantern when the light went out, making him dormant until he would be released again. Some say Fear still pulls the strings of the event, as seen by many different staff members and even Fear's minions that showed up in the 2015 Icon Scare Zone. Since 2010, Fear has only appeared at the event one other time, that being last year in 2021 for the 30th anniversary of the event, where people got to take a trip into Fear's lantern in HHN Icons Captured, where they got to see all 5 of Fear's heralds and some of the new ones that got added in the past couple years following 2010, where they got to see them in their natural habitats doing their most infamous kills. Following the 2021 event, the doors of Fear's lantern closed yet again, locking inside all of his heralds and Fear himself. There's no knowing when we will see Fear again, but maybe we'll see his minions come up in the future, just to remind us who still calls the shots at the event. But that is all I have as far as any backstory regarding Adaru or Fear in HHN lore. If you enjoyed, please make sure you drop a like and comment down below which HHN icon or year I should do next. But as always, I'm Michael, this has been Hallowed Thrills, and I'll see you guys next time.